Picture this. You walk into the supermarket for shampoo. Just shampoo. 5 minutes, in and out. Easy, right?
Wrong. 45 minutes later, you're still standing there, staring at a wall of bottles. Anti-dandruff, ultra volume, coconut vanilla lavender fusion. By the time you leave, you're bald because you couldn't decide.
Yes. Shampoo aisle 1, humanity 0.
Oh, I've been there. Last week I wanted yogurt. Do you know how many types of yogurt there are? Low fat, high protein, plant-based, Greek, Icelandic, strawberry, banana, pineapple, surprise?
Surprise is right. The surprise is you spend your whole evening choosing yogurt instead of living your life.
Exactly. Decision fatigue is real. Too many choices equals brain meltdown.
And the more important the decision, the worse it gets. Like when you're picking a movie on Netflix. By the time you choose, it's already midnight, and you're like, well, good night.
Yes, I once spent an entire dinner deciding what to watch. And then just watch TikToks.
Classic. So listeners, today's topic is this exact struggle, decision fatigue. Why the more choices we have, the worse we get at making them.
We'll talk about why it happens, how it messes with our daily lives, and of course, we'll share some fun tricks to outsmart our tired brains.
And yes, there will be jokes, because making decisions is already hard enough. We don't need to make this podcast feel like a shampoo aisle.
Absolutely. So grab a coffee, or tea, or hot chocolate, or, oh no, here we go again.
Don't worry, we'll help you decide. Stick with us.
So let's break it down. What exactly is decision fatigue?
In simple words, it's when your brain gets tired from making too many choices. The more decisions you make, the less energy your brain has left. And then your choices get worse.
Exactly. It's like your brain battery is draining. In the morning, you're at 100%. By lunchtime, after 100 tiny decisions, you're basically running on low power mode.
Yes, that's why in the morning you're like, I will eat a healthy salad today. By 9 p.m., you're standing in the kitchen with pizza and ice cream like, well, tomorrow's another day.
Classic. And it happens in so many everyday situations. Take Netflix. You open it, ready to watch something fun. 30 minutes later, you're still scrolling, reading descriptions like, a heartwarming comedy drama thriller with a touch of horror.
Yeah, and then you're like, forget it, I'll just rewatch Friends for the 27th time.
Same with online shopping. You just want a pair of sneakers, but suddenly there are 800 options. Memory foam, anti-slip, eco-friendly, neon glow-in-the-dark.
And you panic, close the laptop and say, guess I'll just keep my old shoes forever.
Or my favorite, choosing a restaurant. You and your friends open Google Maps, spend 40 minutes arguing, sushi, burgers, Italian. In the end, you're all just eating chips at home.
Exactly. Decision fatigue makes us slower, more stressed, and sometimes it makes us avoid decisions completely.
And the funny part, even though it feels silly, it's real science. Our brains are like muscles. They get tired when they work too hard.
Which is why today we're going to show you how decision fatigue sneaks into our lives and what to do about it.
But first, let's look at where it hits the hardest. Everyday life.
Oh yes, decision fatigue is even worse today than it used to be because modern life is basically one giant menu. Endless apps, endless options, endless stress.
Exactly. Think about it. In the 80s, you had like 3 TV channels. That's it. You just picked one. Now, you need a decision-making committee just to decide what to binge watch.
Yes, and even then, you still end up watching the same thing you watched last week.
Or you give up completely and just scroll TikTok for 2 hours.
Same with food. Before you opened the fridge and your options were bread or bread. Today, you open an online menu and suddenly you're scrolling through 250 kinds of sushi rolls with names like Volcano Dragon Rainbow Special.
By the time you choose, you're not even hungry anymore.
And don't get me started on dating apps. In the old days, you met people in person. Now it's swipe left, swipe right, swipe until your thumb gets tired.
And even then, you're not sure, maybe I should wait. What if my soulmate is the next swipe?
That's it. Modern life equals too many choices, too little brain battery.
Which is why so many of us feel exhausted, not because we worked hard, but because we had to choose between 18 different milk options at the supermarket.
Almond, soy, oat, coconut, rice, cashew. Where's the option called just milk?
I'd buy that one immediately. No decisions required.
So the problem isn't just us, it's the world we live in. Too many apps, too many menus, too many options, and our poor brains can't keep up.
But don't worry, we've got strategies. Next, we'll share some fun, practical ways to beat decision fatigue before it beats you.
All right, listeners, time for the good stuff. How to outsmart decision fatigue before it outsmarts you.
Yes, because we've all been there, standing in the shower, staring at 10 shampoo bottles, thinking, am I a coconut person today or vanilla lavender?
Exactly. Tip number 1, automate small choices. Meal prep, routines, morning coffee, make them automatic so your brain can save energy for the big stuff.
Yes, for example, I make breakfast the same way every day. Eggs, toast, coffee, no decision required. My brain is free to think about important things, like which podcast to listen to.
Tip number 2, limit options. Capsule wardrobe, favorite go-to meal, favorite sneakers, whatever it is, fewer choices equals less stress.
Exactly. I once tried a wardrobe challenge with 50 different outfits and spent 45 minutes deciding what to wear. By the time I left the house, it was raining, and I forgot my umbrella.
Been there. Tip number 3, make big decisions when your brain is fresh. Morning is golden, not at 11 p.m. in pajamas, staring at your laptop thinking, should I invest in crypto or just order another pizza?
Yes, big decisions require energy. Don't let your tired brain try to pick a retirement plan while it's still dreaming about Netflix.
And the bonus tip? Decide your defaults. If you always have a backup plan, you don't waste energy overthinking. For example, my default lunch is always a sandwich. Never fails.
Mine is cereal. No cooking required, no decision fatigue, although sometimes I do struggle choosing the milk.
That's okay, Jessica. Small victories count.
Exactly. And speaking of victories, in the next part, we'll share personal stories of decision fatigue, the funny, ridiculous moments where we both totally overthought stuff.
Oh yes, time for confession time. All right, listeners, confession time. I consider myself a gentleman, but decision fatigue has humbled me more than once.
Oh, yes, I want to hear this.
One night, I opened Uber Eats, just trying to pick dinner. 30 minutes later, I'm staring at 200 options, sushi, burgers, tacos, salads, and somehow I ended up eating cereal.
Cereal for dinner? Classic decision fatigue move.
Yes, my brain was exhausted. Every option seemed equally good and equally impossible. So my default? Cereal. Quick, easy, no decisions. Victory, kind of.
Oh, I've been there too. Last weekend, I tried to pick a movie on Netflix. 2 hours later, I hadn't chosen anything. My popcorn was cold, and I gave up. Ended up watching cat videos for the rest of the night.
Cat videos, a truly noble fallback.
Listeners, I want you to think about your own moments where too many choices led to chaos. Maybe you spent an hour picking a sandwich or deciding what shoes to wear and ended up not eating or wearing slippers.
Exactly. And here's the thing. These moments are hilarious, but they're also real. Decision fatigue hits everyone, no matter how organized or clever you think you are.
Yes, and the good news, there's a science side to this. Decision fatigue isn't just you being lazy, it's actually how our brains work.
And as a gentleman, I'd love to take you through that next.
Please do. The science behind why we become useless in the shampoo aisle.
All right, Jess, time to get nerdy, but in a fun way. Decision fatigue isn't just something we imagine. It's backed by science.
Yes, I love this part. Hit us with some facts, Professor David.
Okay, one of the most famous studies was by Roy Baumeister in the late 1990s. He tested something called ego depletion. Basically, our brain's willpower works like a muscle. It gets tired after use.
Right, like doing squats at the gym. The first 10 are okay, but by number 20, your legs are crying for help.
Exactly. In his experiment, some people had to resist eating fresh cookies and instead eat boring radishes. Guess what? Later, those people gave up on puzzles much faster. They just didn't have the mental energy anymore.
I would give up too if you made me eat radishes instead of cookies. Cruel and unusual punishment.
Science can be tough. Another cool experiment was the jam study. Shoppers at a supermarket saw either 24 types of jam or only 6 types. You'd think more choice equals more buying, right?
More jam, more fun.
Nope. People who saw 24 jams were less likely to buy anything. Too many choices, brain meltdown. But when there were just 6 jams, people actually bought more.
Wow, so fewer jams equals more sales? That's wild. And also explains why I can never buy ice cream when there are 50 flavors.
Exactly. It's not just about shopping either. Decision fatigue hits serious stuff too. There's research on judges making parole decisions.
Oh, yes, I know this one. It's scary.
Right. They found judges were more likely to give a favorable ruling early in the day or right after lunch. But by late morning or late afternoon, when their mental energy was low, judges almost always said no.
So basically, whether you get parole depends on whether the judge had a sandwich?
Sadly, yes. That's decision fatigue in action. When our brains are tired, we default to the safest or easiest option, which is usually do nothing or say no.
And that connects to our daily life too. When we're tired of choosing, we either avoid decisions or make really bad ones. Like buying a sweater online at 2 a.m. because your brain said, yes, glitter unicorns are professional.
Hey, don't judge the unicorn sweater.
No judgment here, but it's true. Decision fatigue kills productivity, drains willpower, and can even change how fair or unfair people are.
Which means it's not just a funny thing. It actually affects our health, our wallets, even justice in courtrooms.
Wow, from jam to justice, that's a big spectrum.
That's decision fatigue for you. It sneaks into everything.
And knowing the science helps us recognize, oh, it's not me being lazy, it's just my brain running out of battery.
Exactly. And the good news is, when you know it's happening, you can fight back with smart strategies.
Okay, listeners, time for your challenge. This week, try reducing just one decision from your life.
Yes. Maybe eat the same breakfast every day. Eggs, toast, cereal, whatever makes you happy.
Or delete half your food delivery apps. Honestly, no one needs 8 different ways to order pizza.
Or my personal favorite, when you open Netflix, just click the first suggestion and stop scrolling. No more 2-hour movie debates.
Exactly. Free your brain from choice overload.
And remember, life's too short to spend 2 hours picking a toothpaste. Grab one, brush your teeth, and move on.
Yes, save that brain power for important things like listening to this podcast.
Which brings us to our call to action. Listeners, you don't even have to choose. Just do it all. Subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Exactly. No decision fatigue here. We've made the decision for you. Do it all.
And in the comments, tell us your funniest decision fatigue story. Did you spend 3 hours on Uber Eats and end up eating cereal? Or maybe you bought socks instead of dinner.
We want to hear them all.
So that's it for today. Thanks for spending your precious brain energy with us.
Stay cozy, stay decisive or indecisive, and we'll see you in the next episode of The English Hub.